step by step, I'm going to show you how to solve for problem A, and you can use the same step-by-step process to solve for both B and C. So first off, what are we looking for? We're looking for the red arc, which is arc AB. So right here, we're looking for what this arc length is. And we're going to use this formula. So the formula for finding arc length is the measure of the arc over 360 times 2 pi r. So we can look at what we're given and know that the measure of AB is 60 degrees. And then for the next step, you're going to plug that in. So we know that 60 degrees is our measure of our arc. And then you're going to divide that by 360 times 2 times pi, and then times your radius, which we are also given. So we can see here that our radius is 8 centimeters and plug that in for our r. For your last step, you're just going to put it all into your calculator and solve. So you would plug in 60 degrees divided by 360 degrees times 2 times pi times your radius 8. And you should get 8.38 centimeters. And that is how you solve A. Okay, step by step, I'm going to show you how you would solve problem B. Then you can use that step by step in order to figure out how you would solve problem A. The only difference between the two problems is that in A, they give you the area of this small sector, and in B, you have to find the area of both the small sector and the large sector. First, let's take a look at what we know. So we know that the angle UTV is equal to 70 degrees. So angle UTV is equal to 70 degrees. And that means that the arc length is 70 degrees. Now, if we want to find what this larger arc length is, we're going to use this formula. 360 minus this small arc, which is 70 degrees, equals 290. So we know this is 70 degrees and this is 290 degrees. Okay, now we are able to use 3 steps in order to solve this problem. So your first step is going to be writing your formula. So the area of a sector formula is the measure of the arc length over 360 times pi r squared. So step 2, you're going to substitute in what we know. So we know that the measure of the arc length, UV, is 70 degrees. So you're going to plug in 70 degrees over 360 degrees times pi, and then your radius is given to you, and it's 8. So you're going to substitute in this 8 for your radius squared. Then your last step is you're going to calculate it all. So you're going to do 70 degrees over 360 degrees in your calculator, multiply by pi, and then multiply by 8 squared. And you should get 39.10. And they didn't give us units, so we're just going to say square units or units squared. And if they had given us units like meters or something, you would put m squared. So that is how you solve the small sector. Now there's hardly any difference between solving for the large sector and what we just did to solve for the small sector. The only difference is you're going to have a different arc length. So what you're going to do is use what we found out earlier. 360 minus 70 is 290. So we know that this arc length is 290, the arc length of USV. So for arc length of USV, you're going to plug in 290 over 360 times pi, and you have the same radius, so times 8 squared. And then for step 3, you're going to plug it all into your calculator, and you should get 161.97 square units. And like I said earlier, we weren't given units for this one, so we just write square units or units squared. And that is how you solve problem B.